Good morning students, I am Sailesh Kumar from Oxarya Coaching Center. Today I am going to talk about trigonometry for class 10th CBSE. Let us talk about introduction part of the trigonometry. Let us see. Introduction. The word trigonometry is derived from two Greek words. The first one is trigonon and the second one is metron, which means triangle and its measurement. In this chapter, we shall study about a right angle triangle and its sides ratio. Let us see. First of all, we assume a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle A, B and C, and here B is the right angle. So this side will be hypotenuse of this triangle. If we take theta as an acute angle, that means this side BC will be base of the triangle, and also this is the opposite part of the side of this triangle. So, or that's why this side AB is perpendicular. And this side is called hypotenuse. It is denoted by H, it is denoted by B, and this is denoted by P. One of the greatest scientists in ancient era, Pythagoras, and he developed or derived a theorem. This is H square equal to P square plus of B square. That means in any right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse will be equal to the square of perpendicular plus the square of base. This is a very important theorem for trigonometry as well. So let us derive from other expression in this formula. If we have to P square, then we can written as H square minus of B square, and if we want B square, then we can say that H square minus of P square equal to B square. These three formulas are very important as according to trigonometry. So we have to highlight this formula, three formulas. The first one is H square equal to P square plus of B square, and the second one is P square equal to H square minus of B square, and third one is B square equal to H square minus of P square. But one of the question is always arising in our mind. Why so? First of all, H is the biggest side in this right angle triangle. So H square will be equal to P square plus B square. H always greater than P, H always greater than B. That's why we can say that H is the greatest side in this triangle, Now you can take a screenshot for this contents. Now let us talk about identification of base, perpendicular and hypotenuse in a right angle triangle. So first of all, we shall draw a right angle triangle. Now let us see. This is a right angle triangle. Here A, and this is a B, and this is C. B is right angle, and these two C's as well as A are acute angles. So in front of the right angle will be equal to hypotenuse. It is denoted by H. Now these two sides, if theta or any angle put here, this side BC will be base of the triangle. It is denoted by B, and the rest part of the triangle is called P of the triangle. So H will be equal to hypotenuse, B will be equal to base, and P will be equal to perpendicular. But P and B are interchangeable. How can? Because theta, when we put here theta, then these two parts are interchangeable. Let us see once again. This is a triangle. This is a triangle A, B, and C. If we put here theta, then, and this is the right angle of the right angle. So this is the hypotenuse H, and if we put here theta, then the nearest part of the triangle is called base. This is the base, and rest part of the triangle is called perpendicular. So in these two figures you can see P and B are interchangeable to each other. So, or that's why we can say that the perpendicular and the base in the right angle triangle or trigonometry are interchangeable for finding the ratio of T ratios. So let us talk about once again. We have 6 trigonometrical ratios. The first one is sine, and the second one is cos, and the third one is tan, and the fourth one is cosec, and the fifth one is sec, and the sixth one is cot. We have 3 main trigonometrical ratios, and 3 are the alternative or the reciprocal of the given ratios. So let us talk about what is the mean by ratios. Firstly, we should try to understand ratio. The meaning of ratio, if we take any type of quantity and we have to find the part wise of this quantity, the one part is how much bigger or smaller than the other, is called ratio of the given quantity or the object. So let us talk about trigonometrical ratios. Firstly we have to definition of T ratios. The ratio of the sides of the triangle, of the right angle triangle, of the right angle triangle in the term of trigonometry is called T ratios. Now let us consider once again the definition of T ratios. The ratio of the sides of the right angle triangle, definition of T ratios, the ratio of the sides of the right angle triangle in the term of trigonometry is called T ratio. So if we take any ratio of the triangle in the term of trigonometry such as sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec is called T ratio. But how can we determine these 6 ratios? Now see. First of all, you can take a screenshot of the content. Now let us see T ratios. What is T ratios? Firstly, I would like to say that we have 6 T ratios. The first one is sine, and the second one is cos, and the third one is tan, and the fourth one is cosec, and the fifth one is sec, and the sixth one is cot. We have 6 T ratios, but how can we determine it and the side of ratios? Now let us talk. First of all, we take a right angle triangle. A, B and C, and here is 90 degree. That's why this is called hypotenuse. If we put theta here, then it is B and this will be P. Now, firstly, sine of theta. What? Sine of theta. The meaning of sine theta equal to the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse is called sine of theta. That's why we can written as P upon H, or in the term of side of the triangle P, that means AB upon AC is called sine of the given angle theta. Now see once again, what is the meaning of sine theta? Someone said that what is the meaning of sine theta? Then you can say easily, if we take a ratio from P to H, that means P by H or AB upon AC is called sine of the given angle in the term of theta. Now take the screenshot of there. Now let us see what is the meaning of cos of theta. Firstly, cos of theta means the ratio from B and H, or B upon H. B, that means B, we can take the side BC and AC. That means we can say that the ratio of base and hypotenuse is called cos of theta. So the ratio of base and hypotenuse of the triangle in the respect of theta is called cos of theta. Then we can say each and every T ratios has this type of definition. So I would like to make in the brief way tan of theta. Tan of theta, that means P by B. That means we can say the ratio of perpendicular and base is called tan of theta in the respect of theta. And the fourth one is cosec of theta. Cosec of theta, that means H upon P. That means the ratio of hypotenuse and the perpendicular in the respect of theta is called cosec of theta. Therefore, sec of theta. What is the meaning of sec theta? Sec of theta, that means the ratio of hypotenuse and base in the respect of theta is called H upon B. And the last one is cot of theta. Cot of theta, that means the ratio of B and P. The ratio of B and P in the respect of theta is called cot of theta. So these 6 formulas are very important for solving any type of trigonometrical problems. So you can take a screenshot. Let us talk about problem based upon identify the base, perpendicular and hypotenuse in the form of T ratios. Let's see. This is a triangle. This is the triangle and this is the theta A and B and C. This is the right angle. This is this side will be 13 unit, 12 unit and 5 unit. Now the question is sine of theta is not present. Sine of A. Second one cos of B, and the third one tan of A. In this question, firstly we consider angle. Here is A and here is B and once again here is A. That means we have a logical idea to given angle. What is the logical idea? Let's see. This is the triangle A, B and C. Here is a right angle B. So this is the hypotenuse. This will be hypotenuse. This is the fix. But according to angle A, this is the base and this will be the height. And according to C, this will be base and this will be height. That means according to angle A and C, base and perpendicular are interchangeable. So let us we have to find the idea how can we determine for angle A and how can we determine the base and perpendicular for angle B. Let's see. First of all, we solve this problem and we write down solution. For sine A, sine of A, the meaning of sine of A will be equal to perpendicular for angle A divided by hypotenuse. That means if we take sine of A, that means perpendicular of angle A or for angle A divided by hypotenuse. That means perpendicular for angle A, perpendicular for angle A divided by hypotenuse. That means what is the perpendicular for angle A? This opposite side BC. That means BC and hypotenuse always be fixed divided by AC. That means BC means 12 and AC means 13, and this will be the answer. Next one is cos B. Cos of B. That means cos of B. That means cos of B means base for angle B upon hypotenuse. That means we have to find base for angle B upon hypotenuse. What is the base for B? Here will be C. Make it correct. Here will be C in the form of angle. And also now cos of C will be equal to cos of C base for angle C. That means base for angle C means BC. That means BC upon hypotenuse. That means 13. That means AC. BC upon AC. That means BC means 12 and AC means 13. And this will be the answer. Now let us find tan of A. Tan of A means we have to find perpendicular upon base. That means perpendicular for A, that means BC, and base for A, that means AB. So we can written as perpendicular for angle of A upon base for angle A. Base for angle A. That means what is the perpendicular for angle A? This will be BC and AB. BC upon AB. That means what is the BC? BC means 12 upon 5. And we have to observe where this sine of A and this cos of C are equal. Why so? Because angle are interchange here. That's why sine of A will be equal to cos of C. Now you can take a screenshot. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe, comment and share with your friends. Thank you for watching my video.